Right, let's talk about Crufts. What do you think? What do you reckon? Are you watching it? Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? What is the what is the crack really? We have 18,000 dogs competing for different things, and I want to hear whether you have been to Crufts, whether you like Crufts, whether you don't like Crufts. I have had plenty of comments from people saying that they showed at Crufts and they loved it, and other people that they do not enjoy Crufts and they can't be bothered with it. So yeah, we have the arena showcasing so many displays and competitions. We have the Good Citizen Dog Scheme training ring, and we have all the sponsors. Some of the sponsors we don't like in this channel. We think that some of those sponsors are pretty horrible. But we have over 500 trade stands with different offers, with different things that people want to sell you. And I wanted to know whether you like what you see, whether you don't like what you see, and what tickles your fancy. Have you shown Crufts? Do you agree with the whole breeding standards? There's so many things to consider at Crufts. Today is the last day at the NEC in Birmingham. And yeah, today's when the magic happens. I wish I could. You can't actually do that. Sorry. We have so many questions. So many people don't like Crufts and don't agree with Crufts. And so yeah. Please leave your comments. Please tell me what you think about Crufts. What you don't like about it. Is it the extreme to which some breeds are bred, the standards maybe that's always a controversial one. All the standards, all these dogs, also all the people talk about cruelty. There are mainly three different bodies who don't like Crufts and don't adhere to the whole ethos. The Dogs Trust. We have Peter, and we have I couldn't think of the RSPCA. The RSPCA don't like Crufts either. They heavily opposed Crufts, but then a lot of other people do really like and enjoy Crufts. So yeah, please let me know what you think about Crufts. Have you shown at Crufts? What do you think about the whole thing? Today is the last day. The show has been over 18,000 dogs. Has seen over 18,000 dogs. And yeah, today is the last day. We have lots of people doing different things. We have the fly ball, and so yeah. Today is when everything happens. Really, this is the international invitation to Crufts. We've seen the semi-finals. We have seen the Good Citizen Dog Scheme. That's always a good one. I've made a couple of videos on the channel about it. But I want to know what you think about Crufts. Someone says that it was my hobby with the dog I had growing up. That's lovely. It's we saw a little girl, 10 years old, with a dog, doing the whole thing with her dog, and it was quite cool. It was quite lovely. I mean, imagine being 10 years old and being on BBC and being on national television, doing what you love with your dog. Another comment: I am hoping to get into it with my whippet when he's old enough and able to focus enough. Got to get life skills learned first. Yeah. I mean, if you have a puppy or if you have a dog that isn't bred for it, it's really really hard. But I mean, you see some of the spaniels and you see some other gun dogs. You see some of the border collies, and they are incredible. They are absolutely incredible. Um, so yeah, as someone who trained vets and their teams on therapeutic nutrition, I disagree with Crufts and some of the sponsors. Yeah, I mean the whole sponsors is a controversial one, and this is something I always say. It's horrible. Some of the ingredients, in my opinion, are horrible. We have sugar, we have meat and animal derivatives, we have rice, we have wheat, we have barley, and we have all sorts of things. We have some haters in the chat as well. I love the haters. Please keep talking complete rubbish. I love it. I don't really care. I don't you whatever. So yeah. I know it's very controversial because a lot of people say it's humiliating for the dog, or the dog shouldn't be treated like a circus animals. So thank you, Raoul Duke. Nice Banksy. Cool, innit? I quite like it. I love that. So yeah, like some dogs, the argument is that they are treated like circus animals, and it can be a bit weird. The whole thing, the whole environment, it's very sort of restrictive to the dog. If you think about it, it's not really what the dog would like to do, but at the same time, we tell dogs what to do. So yeah, those are the comments. Please keep asking me the whatever you want about Crufts. We are having a nice chat, really, Q&A on Crufts and what you like, what you don't like. There's always things I learn about Crufts. This year we had the newly formed partnership between the Kennel Club and Mars. And Mars, the candy company, the chocolate company, actually. And I don't think they read the ingredients they put in the food. So I don't really know what the Kennel Club is doing, associating themselves with Mars Inc. Yes, the chocolate company. The chocolate company also happens to be one of the biggest companies in the world when it comes to dogs. Mitch, what do you do for work? We run pet shops. We have a pet shop business in the northeast of England. And so, yeah, we specialize in nutrition, canine nutrition, and cat nutrition. And that's what we do, Mitch. We are very heavily focused on nutrition. What's good for dogs and cats, what's bad for dogs and cats. And there's so many videos on the channel about dog and cat nutrition. So that's what we do for a living. We are really passionate about feeding dogs and cats better and solving people's problems with nutrition. So that's what we do. So yeah. Other comments. I love Crufts. I used to do this as a kid, and I loved my little Teddy. Teddy was a collie. Collies are incredible. Collies are absolutely wonderful, and they are pretty cool. You see them in the agility. You see them really focus on different things. And so yeah, please let me know if you have any comments. Have you been to Crufts? Have you shown Crufts? What do you think about the whole thing? What do you think about Crufts? It's a pretty controversial one. RSPCA, Dogs Trust, and Mitch, are you a pet owner? Yes, I have a dog and a cat, and yeah, they are lovely. So yeah, I love dogs. I wasn't really into cats until I got a cat, and now I'm a massive cat enthusiast. So yes, I don't know whether you guys have seen the Lion King display. That was incredible. This lady who spent like 5 minutes with her dog doing different routines and doing different things. That was incredible. That was. I mean, it was funny as. It was so funny. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So I've put a video. I've left a video on the channel. It's for you to watch, and it's pretty cool. The I am on LinkedIn as well, and being an insider in the industry, all the big companies, and a lot of companies, to be fair, are there to sell and to display and showcase their products. And I find it really, really interesting because it's the perfect safety blanket to tell everyone that their products are really good. And it's incredible because a lot of those products are complete rubbish, really. Some of the dental products they sell aren't good at all. So many of the foods and the treats are complete rubbish, and they cater themselves as really nice and really good for dogs. And I'm like, what are we even doing? Like, what are we even doing? And they all like celebrate each other, and they all love to be with each other. And I just find the whole thing sometimes completely mind blowing. Completely mind blowing. It's unbelievable. But yeah, here we are. We see a lot of companies that put sugar in cat food, sugar in pet food, and they are there sponsoring big events, and it's not good because that's what causes allergies, and that's what causes all sorts of problems to dogs. So that's what happens at Crufts, and it's a perfect display. We have so many dog exhibitors as well. We've had the Working Gun Dogs. We've had the Young Kennel Club, the Good Citizen Dog Training Scheme. Have you got any suggestions? Do you like this? Do you not like it? We've had agility, flyball, heel work to music. That's always one that my dog has struggled with, heel work. And I mean, my dog wouldn't really make it anyway. He's pretty rubbish at all these sort of stuff. And we have the dog showing, which is, in my opinion, the most controversial one. The dog showing thing. Some of these standards are, they are the hard to swallow. A lot of these dogs look really, really weird, really over trim. They don't look like dogs. They look like showpieces, and that's probably what they are, but I don't agree with it. I really don't agree with it. I just think that maybe the dog could look a bit more natural, a bit nicer, instead of looking like an absolute clown. But then, the show really attracts that sort of personality anyway. So yeah, we have Scruffed as well, and that's for all the cross breeds, and that's another thing people love about the whole thing. So yeah, do you have any questions about Crufts? We are answering questions about Crufts. What do you like? What do you not like? Have you been? Have you not been? We have had some new partnerships of in Crufts, like the Kennel Club and Mars. Yes, the chocolate company. I keep banging on about it, and it must be really good for business. They must be getting some money behind closed doors. But I do not agree, and I don't agree with some of the brands that they sponsor. I don't agree with James Well Beloved. They put pretty rubbish ingredients, in my opinion, in the food. Not a fan at all. Not a fan of Royal Canin. Not a fan of Royal Canin at all. Not a fan of Hills. Not a fan of Purina. Not a fan of loads of trade exhibitors that are going to be or are in at Crufts. We have others that are okay, but you know, yeah. I mean, what do you think? What do you think about the whole show? What do you think about the foods? What do you feed? There's lots of raw dog food stands. There's a lot of raw feeding stands this year, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see that there's is not only kibble anymore. We don't have just the status quo anymore. We have other entries to the industry, and that's always nice to see. It's always lovely to see, to be fair. But then within those raw dog foods, are those any good, or are those not good at all? So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.